by us4trump.com. Tom Fitton digs deep in the FISA scandal and exposes the crooked core of it all. POTUS took notice that America's watchdog, Tom Fitton, has been scouring the 412 pages of the FISA abuse document surrounding the scandal, which is the catalyst to the Mueller probe. Clearly, this is proving the Mueller probe is the, quote, insurance policy Strzok spoke of during his text to FBI attorney and Paramore Lisa Page. So I think she verified it behind closed doors, and she better be careful because they don't take too well to people squealing, you get it? Since Clinton was impeached, for the former Obama administration era departments devise a plan to impeach Trump. In Clinton's case, the probe starts for his shady business deals and ends with a perjury charge because he lied about his tryst with Monica Lewinsky in the Oval Office. The issue is, with President Trump, their deep state, quote, probe was launched under genuinely disturbing circumstances. Basically, they created a false premise for Spygate and they lied directly to the FISA court. Fast forward today, early this morning, POTUS's tweets. Anyway, we'll get to Donald Trump's tweets here. Tom Fitton on Fox and Friends at 6:15 a.m. Now, Judicial Watch. So we now find out that it was indeed the unverified and fake dirty dossier that was paid for by crooked Hillary Clinton and the DNC that was knowingly and falsely submitted to FISA and which was responsible for starting the totally conflicted and discredited Mueller witch hunt. It was classified to cover up misconduct by the FBI, and the Justice Department is misleading the court by using this dossier in a dishonest way to gain a warrant to target the Trump team. This is a Clinton campaign document. It was a fraud and a hoax designed to target Trump. And the DOJ, FBI, and Obama gang need to be held to account. Source number one was the major source. Avoided talking about it being the Clinton campaign behind it. Misled the court to provide a pretext to spy on the Trump team, not about Carter Page. Was all about getting Trump. Exactly. Carter Page wasn't a spy. Ha, there he is. Carter Page wasn't a spy, wasn't an agent of the Russians. He would have cooperated with the FBI. It was a fraud and a hoax designed to target Trump. You see? What did I say that Carter Page was a plant? I said this months ago, where Carter Page was saying, you know, oh guys, it's not me, I'm not a plant, I'm not a Russian, making it seem like he was believable. No, he was a plant, and I said it months ago. A disgrace to America. They should drop the discredited Mueller witch hunt now. Yeah, and it's going to come to an end anyway, so let's take a listen to Tom Fitton. DOJ, FBI misled the courts by using the anti-Trump dossier in a dishonest way to gain a warrant to target the Trump team. But the FBI misled the courts using a phony dossier in a dishonest way. See, you have to add that phony dossier in there in a dishonest way to get the warrant on Carter Page to get to the big head honcho Trump. That's why Mueller was so adamant, let's interview Trump so we can get him on something. You get what I'm saying? In other words, he states this and he doesn't recall, and they get him on something like, oh, I forgot to say that, you know? They wanted to get him to trap Trump into saying something, you know, by not remembering with all the things that are going on. You know, how sometimes you can't keep track of everything. We're only human too, you know.
Devin Nunes, the Bob Goodlad, is suggesting that there's other material in there that is classified. right now, but doesn't need to be classified. And we already see from the material that was released over the weekend that the material that we were told, they couldn't even tell us existed one way or another, didn't need to be classified. And we know why it was classified. It wasn't because they were protecting national security secrets. It was to cover up misconduct by the Justice Department and the FBI in misleading the courts by using this dossier in a dishonest way to gain a warrant to target the Trump team.
Right. And apparently four times the FBI told the FISA court they didn't think that Christopher Steele, the guy behind the dossier, was the guy who leaked the news to Yahoo News that got the ball rolling. And in fact, he did.
You know, Steve, I call it a self-licking ice cream cone, that document. They talk about the dossier generally, then they talk about news reports about the dossier, then they talk about a State Department information about Carter Page that had its origins according to reports in the dossier in the Clinton campaign. This is a Clinton campaign document that was presented to the court as if it weren't, and then they used reports about the Clinton campaign document and leak operation to further justify asking for a warrant to target the Trump team. Look, anyone who signed on to this needs to be asked questions about why they signed on to it, what they knew and when, and unfortunately includes the current administration official, the #2 of the Justice Department, Rod Rosenstein.
Sure. What is puzzling to me, though, is the fact that they did not reveal that the DNC and Hillary Clinton were paying for the dossier. Instead, they said, you know, somebody's obviously looking for dirt on Trump. Is that enough?
Oh, I encourage your viewers to go and look at that portion of the dossier. It's a footnote where they describe source #1,
right,
which looked to be the Bajer source. They went out of their way to talk about, to avoid talking about the fact it was the Clinton campaign behind it. There was no good reason not to inform the court that, other than to, again, mislead the court into providing a pretext to spy on the Trump team. And look, this is about Carter Page, in theory, but when you look at what's been released, it was all about getting at the Trump campaign.
Absolutely.
Of course it was.
I heard from Carter Page yesterday. He said it's laughable. So
he wasn't a spy.
Right.
He wasn't an agent of the Russians. He was a cooperator with the FBI. Right. They didn't need to spy on him.
Yep.
It was a fraud and a hoax designed to target Trump, and the DOJ and FBI and the Obama gang behind it need to be held to account.
You see, even the guy on Fox News, he turned his head when he was talking about Page, that it was a setup from the beginning. You see, he didn't even know what to do. So that tells you, like, corruption even runs deep at Fox. Look at the guy. Look at the guy. I guess not. You know, he just turns away. No, we can't get it here. Whatever. But, you know, he turns away. He doesn't specify. But Tom Fitton did. He said he was a plant there. Like, in other words, they weren't investigating him. Unbelievable. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.